Hi, everybody. Well, what are we doing? What are we doing now?
I told you I quit. Stop calling me.
Well, it's too bad, because it's Valentine's Day, and you know what that means.
You're gonna try and make me watch hentai?
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Then I don't see what the problem is.
It was unrelated.
You just wanted to watch it.
It was just a 1 in a million chance that I happened to watch the episode.
Oh, I sent you the file and you were like, I've seen this one.
You should have just asked me for the download.
I spent ages looking for it. I didn't know you had it.
Yeah, right. I'm glad you had to spend ages looking for it. This was dookie.
Play that. Was there a theme song?
I don't think so. There was a lot of commercials.
Play something. Yeah, there are a lot of commercials because all I could find was a complete rip of a VHS tape of this, including all the commercials at the beginning. Did you watch them?
No, I didn't.
No, me neither.
Ain't got that kind of time.
It was just I skimmed over them. It was just other ADV films
Other hentais?
releases. I don't think they were all hentais. I don't think any of them were hentai. I mean, they could have been. I didn't pay attention. One was called The Girl from Fantasia, I think.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell what's hentai and what's just regular
Romance anime.
like acceptable perversion.
Yeah. Well, this was Dragon Knight,
It sure was.
which was an RPG released in 1989 for PC by Elf Corporation, who also made Dokusei. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
I think that's what we watched this time last year.
No, didn't we watch To Heart last year?
Oh, you might be right. Maybe Dokusei was the year before. Anyway, Dragon Knight was created by Masato Hiruta, who was also the creator of Dokusei. This game came out a few years earlier than that, apparently at a time when most adult games were text adventures.
Ooh.
Yeah, this wasn't the first adult game that was made with graphics. I know that the first Rants game came before this one, but this was higher budget than any of the ones that came before, so it caught the attention of a more mainstream audience and became very popular.
That's wild.
Yeah, it had really creative use of, because they only had 8 available colors, but they used those colors really creatively to make some actually really beautiful art. I'm going to send you some of it because it's really nice.
Yeah, you just happen to be looking at that art.
Yeah, I kept it open so I could show it to you.
I mean, that's the thing about PC 98 games. The art is usually surprisingly good.
Yeah, I can't believe that that's all made with just 8 colors.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Pretty fancy. Here's another good one. These images, though, when I've got them open at full size, they make my monitor flicker.
Yeah, they're kind of hard to look at.
Yeah, but, if we were looking at them on a CRT monitor as intended, a lot of those pixels would be blending together in a way that would...
If you just squint your eyes and look at it, it's kind of the same effect.
Yeah, I suppose so. It's really nice, though. Really nice to look at. For the record, I did not send Mel any explicit images just now.
I thought you were going to say just yet.
No. I did go and look at all the explicit images from this game.
Of course you did.
Just, for research.
Sure. Some vigorous research.
So, this was an RPG game, kind of like Wizardry, where you're navigating mazes and battling enemies. There's no built-in map feature in the game, so the players had to make maps themselves. And the manual had a blank grid for each floor in there for players to draw a map onto.
That's fun. What'd you just drop?
An Allen key.
Why do you have an Allen key?
From when I built my shelves, and now it's just sitting here on my desk for me to play with and drop during recording.
When I built Allen.
It's for when Alan's been good, and I'll let him out. So yeah, this game does not contain any sex.
Oh. That's surprising.
Yeah, but as you rescue girls from monsters on your way through the game, the girls you rescue are in increasing states of undress.
And compromised positions.
Yeah, but the game was eventually remade for consoles, which removed all the nudity. But since the nudity was the only actual adult content in the game, it meant that the story isn't affected at all. The story is exactly the same in the console version, in the non-adult console version.
Is it even worth it for the story?
It doesn't seem to have much of a story, no. But the thing is, the reason this became popular is because regardless of the nudity, it was actually apparently quite a fun game.
I don't know if I believe that.
I haven't played it, so I can't confirm. But it got 3 sequels.
Threequels?
Yeah, the last one came out in 1994, so it's been a while. But what we are looking at is the Dragon Knight OVA, released September 1991, which was close to a year after Dragon Knight 2 came out. And it came out on VHS and Laserdisc, and it was animated by a studio called Just, apparently. I couldn't find out anything about them, though. Like, it's hard to Google a studio whose name is just.
Even if you, well, I guess if you put Just Studio, it probably doesn't narrow it down too much, does it?
It's like Google's like, yeah, I searched for Just Studio. You didn't ask me to search for anything else.
It's just a studio. What do you want?
So, as far as I can tell, this was the first ever adaptation of an adult video game.
Wow.
So this is pioneering.
This.
It was written by Kinuyo Nozaki, who mostly worked in the animation department, painting cells and coordinating color and stuff. And we open with our hero, Takeru, running through a forest fighting monsters. And he's exhausted and hungry, and he decides to give civilization another shot. It implies that he's just sort of been living as a wild hermit man for a while.
Yeah, he's just a wild child for no reason.
Yeah. His full name apparently is Takeru Yamato, which is coincidentally the names of the 2 brothers in Digimon Adventure. Just stood out to me.
Do you think he's a hermit because he's a sex pest and nobody wanted to put up with him?
Maybe. But, you know, he's not as much of a sex pest as, like, the main character of every other one of these shows we've watched.
He's not a sex pest.
He's not a sex pest. No, you're right. But he just stands out as the of all of the adult video game anime we've watched so far. This guy is the least obsessed with sex.
That's not true. The guy into Heart, he just wanted to go to sleep.
You're right. I keep forgetting about Too Hard. I just completely left my mind.
It's really rude.
Remember how we found out that show has robots in it? There were just none in the first episode.
Yeah.
We should watch that again. Find a robot episode.
I want to read it because they've remastered it and put it on Steam.
Oh, okay. Well, Takeru is played by Yasunori Matsumoto, who we know from 2 other things. He played Knuckles in the Sonic OVA, and he played Jackie in Virtua Fighter.
Okay.
In English, he's played by Greg Ayers, who is Monokuma in the Danganronpa anime.
Okay.
And he's also Chai in the Shenmue anime.
Is that the weird guy?
Yeah, this is the screamy guy.
Yeah.
The Gollum guy.
The creep.
Yeah, so Takeru arrives at the town of Strawberry Fields, which is completely deserted. So he decides to check out the castle. And he's immediately arrested for raiding the royal pantry and just thrown before the queen with none of his armor or anything.
He's really bad at his job of not getting thrown in jail.
I feel like his only job is just like live in the woods, eat food.
Being a feral creature.
It seems to be his whole life right now. Do you think he's living outside of civilization? Like, I wonder how much of it is by choice.
I think he likes to think that it's by choice, but it's really because nobody wanted to put up with him.
Yeah, it's the sex pestery. I think you're right. We have Queen Nana, played by Miho Yoshida. She had a bunch of stuff that I had never heard of in her IMDb. She played Big Mama in Grey Digital Target.
Of course, my favorite.
I didn't know anything she's done. In English, she's played by Tiffany Grant, who played Asuka in Evangelion. She played Snake Women in Vampire Hunter D.
All snake women?
Apparently. And Kaorin in Azumanga Daioh. So everyone in the castle is a woman. I didn't actually notice until the queen pointed it out.
Yeah.
There were just a lot of people standing around in armor, and I did not take in that they were all women until the queen was like, we're all women here.
I mean, to be fair, a courtroom isn't exactly a sample size, but she does make it pretty clear that it's just everyone.
Yeah. No men wanted to live in a town called Strawberry Fields.
Full of women?
I would live in a town called Strawberry Fields, except I didn't see a single strawberry field in this town.
We didn't see a lot of anything except women's breasts in this show.
Hey, I saw a tower.
Did you see a lot of it?
I saw, well, the inside of it I saw a lot of. Anyway, the queen declares he be thrown out of town, but then one of the women steps forward to defend him. And this is Luna, our main female character. She's played by Yuki Mizutani, who we already know. She played the mother, you know the two kids in the Kirby show?
Yeah.
She played their mother, and she also played Ku as well, the owl.
Oh, I like Ku.
Yeah, me too. And in Digimon, she played Sora, the girl with the pink bird Digimon. I have to clarify because every time I read Sora, I think Kingdom Hearts.
I think that's true of everyone.
In English, Luna is played by Kimberly Yates, who is best known for playing Hikari in Evangelion. A lot of Evangelion actors in this.
Sure seems like it.
Yeah, no, there's a lot. I think almost everybody in this was somebody in Evangelion. So Luna says that a prophet told them a hero would arrive to save the town. And maybe this is that hero.
Maybe. Or maybe it's just a guy that they found in the woods.
Or they found him in the kitchen, eating all their food.
Well, he came from the woods.
Yeah, but, you know, a guy's a guy. Might as well throw him in the tower and see what happens.
If he dies, no big deal.
So the queen gives us some exposition here about the town. The town is blessed with a water goddess, who I don't think is named here, but in the games is called Aquafina. From the water goddess's tower comes an endless fountain that feeds the town. But a dark cloud has enveloped the goddess's tower and the water has stopped flowing.
Oh no.
And then the goddess was delivered to them encased in stone.
How does that happen?
I don't know. And the leader of the Dragon Knights who have taken over the tower told them that dark clouds are trendy and the days of good are gone.
That was really dumb, but like in a good way.
Yeah, and the queen's mad because his speech was really stupid.
She's right to be, because it was.
I think that was my favorite joke in this whole thing. Dark clouds are trendy.
The days of good are over.
I wondered how accurate the translation was, but then I realized that he actually says the word trendy in English. So, yeah, the leader of the Dragon Knights is called Gazelburn in later games, but he was unnamed at this point.
Gazelburn.
Yeah. He is played by Mugihito. We know him.
Do we?
Yeah, he was Kinzo in Umineko. I believe that was the old man screaming at the sky.
Okay.
And he's Bagura in Bomberman Jettas. That's the main villain.
Okay.
Not the one who plays the Seinfeld theme.
Darn. We saw him last week, right?
Yeah, we did. In English, the leader of the Dragon Knights is played by Brett Weaver, who was Toji in Evangelion. And unlike a lot of the other actors in this, he has gone on to do a lot of other things.
Oh.
He's Gunther in Attack on Titan. He's Mugi in Dirty Pair, or as IMDb calls it, Datty P.
Okay.
Had a whole thing with IMDb earlier today.
Yeah.
Because of the way they spell out anime names.
You already gave us your whole rant last time.
I know, and it's continued to annoy me. He's also the voice of the neighbor in the Hello Neighbor series.
What?
Remember Hello Neighbor?
Yes.
Remember everybody thought it was really cool until it wasn't?
Until it sucked?
Yeah. He also apparently played Lycanroc and Crabrawler in Pokemon. I assume the Alola ones, but it wasn't very specific. And he's Dazbones and Captain Morgan in One Piece.
Of course.
I haven't seen any One Piece, but
No, I am not interested in that kind of commitment.
I do enjoy Captain Morgan's rum.
I've just been overtaken by some mysterious allergen.
It's your lichen rock allergy.
No, I'm not allergic to dogs.
Oh, okay. Was it the neighbor?
No, it was the crab.
Oh, you're allergic to crab?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I had crab
You love
rangoons
crabs.
last night.
You never shut up about crabs.
Crabs are great. One day we'll all be crabs, and then you'll see.
You first.
I would love to.
I'm going for wings over claws.
Tough titties. That's not the way it works. I was always so confused that the Zora turned into Rito. I'm like, what do you mean? It's a water world.
I did see an explanation for it that made sense, but I don't remember what it was now. Oh, I think somebody was saying it's because it's freshwater. The whole ocean in Wind Waker is freshwater, and the Zora need salt water. But now that I think about it, that doesn't make any sense, because they were definitely living in freshwater in Ocarina of Time.
I feel like it would be easier to adapt to freshwater than to gain wings and fly.
Yeah, I don't know. But I was convinced. I can't remember where I saw it now, but I was convinced by the evidence that... Oh, you know what? I think it might have been Annie Austin, actually. But he had pretty good evidence that the Wind Waker Ocean is freshwater. So I'm convinced at least by that.
I'll buy that, but I still don't understand why the fish people turned into birds in a water world.
No. Answer me that, Kevin Costner.
Why him?
Because he was in Waterworld.
That's a different one.
Oh, my bad. I got confused. So Takeru points out there are holes around the goddess in the stone. And Luna tells him that 6 jewels fit in those holes. And they need to retrieve the jewels to reawaken the goddess. So in the original game, the petrified goddess and the 6 holes around her are part of the HUD.
Just in case you forget about her.
Yeah, as you're exploring, she's always there.
Watching, waiting.
Yeah. So the 6 jewels are in the hands of the Dragon Knights, and also all of the warriors that have already been sent after the Dragon Knights have been captured by them too. And Takeru isn't too motivated to go in after the monsters until he hears that the captured warriors are all pretty girls.
That's when my suspicions were confirmed about exactly what type of game and anime this was.
Yeah, I guess I didn't warn you up front, did I?
When she said it was like a kingdom all of women, I was like, okay, I've seen this before.
Yeah, Valentine's Day's coming up.
I knew what you were doing.
At what point did you realize? Because I just realized I never warned you.
When I saw the name of the thing and the age of it, I was like, okay, I already know.
The name of the thing?
The name of the show.
Dragon
I
Knight?
was like, this is not a reputable anime.
What? It's just called Dragon Knight.
Uh-huh.
I don't see the problem. Just admit it, you knew what Dragon Knight was.
No, why would I know what a weird PC-98... Did this ever get translated?
No.
Why would I know this?
That's what I want to know.
This rants adjacent.
No, it's not that bad. It's not great.
It's only not that bad because there's no actual sex scenes. Otherwise, he's basically rants.
Yeah. But if it was rants, there would have been sex scenes.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't have let there not be. I like that he warns them not to put money on him winning before he leaves. So as they head to the tower, Takeru tells Luna he wants to ask her a question, and she just assumes he wants her measurements, which he doesn't.
Yeah, which is weird because he wants it from all the other women.
But he's asking about all the swords littering the plain between the tower and the town.
That's just all the other dead guys.
Yeah, she tells him they mark the graves of all the men who went in before him. Apparently the Dragon Knights are very respectful. They dig the graves and mark them themselves.
I find that hard to believe.
They don't seem like bad guys.
Sure, okay. Now I know exactly where you stand on this anime. Why you still had it open.
I still had it open so I could send you the pictures.
Uh-huh.
Takeru has an instant camera with him to take pictures of all the girls.
Yeah, I thought I had missed something. Like, did he get isekai'd into this world as a sex pest?
It's the one thing in this whole show that's like outside of the like medieval fantasy setting.
Yeah.
It was weird.
It was really weird.
And like didn't really seem that necessary. I guess there's one scene where it comes into play, but
it's only necessary because he's a sex pest. It's the beginning and end of it.
Well, inside the tower, Luna is leading him through the maze. I don't think she goes in with him in the game since you're forced to find the way through yourself. Because the whole thing is like she already knows her way up the tower.
Mm-hmm.
They get attacked by a Minotaur, which Takeru just kind of slashes once and it dies.
Yeah, NBD. Nothing in here is very threatening.
No, like, even the big boss enemies, he pretty much just stabs them all once and that's the end of it.
Yeah.
I think he's maybe over-leveled. This might be a new game plus.
He's been outside grinding in the woods forever.
That's true. And now we get our first woman in distress. First of several.
We get our first full face of boobies.
Yeah, so she's being whipped in the titties by a wacky-eyed monster.
What a sentence.
Our first nudity. I could not find out who plays this monster in Japanese. I have no idea. They didn't want to be known. But in English, it's played by Greg Stanley, who is known for playing Blue Slime in Dragon Half and Pizza Bomb in Dirty Pear Flash. I don't know.
Pizza Bomb?
Yeah, I've always been meaning to watch Dirty Pear because I remember my Sonic OVA tape had an ad for it at the beginning and it looked interesting. And Bubblegum Crisis as well. But I've never watched them. I've heard good things about Dirty Pear though. The woman getting her titties whipped is Sheila. She's played by Kyoko Minami, who mostly just had a bunch of small roles. I think the biggest thing was that she played Matthew in The Legend of Snow White. No, that was it.
Okay.
In English, she's played by Jenny Kaisor, who played Saori in Dirty Pear Flash, did additional voices in New Cutie Honey, and that's literally her entire IMDb.
Good for her.
So we got Sheila here. She's tied topless to a chair. The monster's torturing her because he's trying to find out the secret of the jewels. Which, now that I think about it, I don't think we ever do find out.
No.
The monster's mouth doesn't move when it talks.
It just looks like a weird mask.
It kind of does.
Like a no mask.
Yeah. Takeru just kind of cuts it down effortlessly, as he will do with pretty much everything. And then he takes a photo of her before untying her. And then he gets down on his knees in front of her to untie the ropes behind her so that he can bury his face in her breasts as he does it.
Obviously. How else are you supposed to untie somebody?
I mean, anyway. Luna gets annoyed and knocks him down with the furniture in the room and then talks to Sheila alone while Takeru recovers. And Sheila explains that each Dragonite has a jewel and also each Dragonite controls the floor of the tower. And then she heads back to report to the Queen. We don't actually see him fight most of the Dragon Knights, I guess.
No, we just see the pictures of the women that he's exploiting.
Yeah, the next girl is shackled to a pillar by a pair of lizard monsters. Her name is Jane. She's played by Misa Watanabe, who I know as the voice of Eva in Metal Gear. She also played the Queen in Ico. She played Martel in Tales of Symphonia, Vivi in One Piece, and Tsunami in Naruto. In English, she's played by Kira Vincent Davis, who was Ayumu in Azumanga Daioh, Ruri in Martian Successor Nadesico. I've never heard of that, but that's what she did. And she was Eiko in Squid Girl and Ur in Fairy Tail. I haven't seen any of those things.
Nope.
We've got two lizards. One is played by Junichi Sugawara, who we already know as the voice of Yamagishi in Shenmue. The other one is played by Ryuzo Ishino, who is the voice of Chill Penguin in Maverick Hunter X.
Oh no, not Chill Penguin.
And also Luzu in Final Fantasy X. And then in English, the first lizard is Brett Weaver. It's the same voice as the Overlord Dragon Knight.
The party guy?
Yeah, the trendy guy. And the other one's played by Randy Fox, who didn't do much. He did additional voices in Dirty Pear Flash and Bubblegum Crisis, and that was all that really stood out to me. The lizard monsters are doing a much more standard sexual assault than the first monster was doing.
Right.
Takeru kills them, then he realizes the girl is unconscious and tries to wake her with a kiss, but Luna stops him with a dagger and tells him he's just there to rescue the girls, not to do anything else to them.
Which is wild, because he's also sexually assaulting her.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she wakes up and asks him why his hand is in her crotch, and he's like, oops, I guess it was there by accident.
Yeah, how did that happen?
On the next floor, Takeru and Luna are sitting on the floor having a chat about why she's mad at him. And while he's talking, a hand just kind of reaches through the wall behind them and pulls Luna in. I don't think that was ever explained.
It wasn't.
She's just gone for a while now. I'm going to assume that in the game, there are some false walls that you have to...
That's the impression that I got, yeah.
Yeah. Because I know there are, people will give you hints about how to get through the floor. And you have to write down those hints because they never get repeated.
Ever?
Yeah, apparently. So if you miss a hint on how to progress, you just get stuck, I guess.
Yeah, you soft lock yourself.
Yeah. But I think I don't think the dungeons are randomly generated. I think it's always the same every time you play. So if you've made a map once, you always have a map.
But it wouldn't have a map of the secrets.
No, not unless you made it. Back at the castle, the queen and the prophet are looking at the petrified goddess, who now has 3 jewels inserted. We haven't seen him defeat a single dragon knight, but he's apparently collected 3 jewels and sent them back to the castle somehow.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I don't mind that they're skipping over a lot of the story. He's halfway done, basically.
It's almost like the plot isn't really the point of this series.
Why would you think that?
It's just a feeling that I've got. I don't know. I might be way off base.
Yeah, I was thinking that we'd seen 2 girls get saved, so I thought we'd only skipped over 1 jewel being collected, but then I realized it's only the Dragon Knights who have the jewels, and we haven't even seen any of them.
Right, those are just randoms.
Yet. Yeah. So they actually skipped over all 3 of these getting collected. The prophet is played by Kyoko Minami, same as Sheila. In English, she's played by Anne James, who played a waitress and a student in Dirty Pear Flash, and that's it. That's all she ever did besides this. Well, acting-wise. I'm sure she did other things.
No, she just ceased to exist after this. She turned into a smoke cloud.
She was born to do this, and then she did Dirty Pear Flash, and then that was it.
And she was summoned. And then when she was done, she poof, disappeared.
A pair of monsters show up at the castle. We've got Green Dragon here, played by Takuro Kitagawa, who mostly has additional voice credits, but appears as additional voices in most of the recent Like a Dragon games.
Oh.
He also played a police officer in Magical Princess.
No.
Minky Momo.
She's forbidden.
It's been such a long time.
It doesn't make her less forbidden.
Well, too bad. She's back.
That's an ill omen. That means somebody's gonna get hit by a truck.
Maybe it's Takeru.
Or wasn't there also like a horrible earthquake or something?
I don't know. I don't know much about that story.
I'm so sad that video about it got taken down.
Oh, did it? I didn't even know that.
I had watched a video about it years and years and years ago. When I tried to find it again, it just didn't exist.
Oh, that sucks.
Maybe they delisted it.
Maybe the Minky Momo people had it taken down.
Big Minky's trying to hide the truth.
Big Momo. It's like Big Mama, but O's.
No, I like Big Minky better.
Okay. In English, the Green Dragon is played by Aaron Crone, the voice of Kyoji in Evangelion.
Crone, what a last name.
I know. Anyway, they've been sent by the Dragon Knight leader to ask the queen some questions in a threatening manner.
We all know what this means.
Yeah. The other monster's some kind of big guy. I don't know anything about him.
No, he doesn't do a whole lot.
No. Meanwhile, Takeru is killing some kind of mummy zombie, which was like the best monster design in this whole thing, and you only see him for a second.
Yeah.
And he opens the door where there's a big neon sign that says return to start, and he gets dropped into a void. I wonder if this is actually a thing in the game, because that sounds
I think
horrible.
it must be.
It sounds miserable.
Yeah, it's the worst kind of mystery dungeon.
Yeah. I guess without Luna there to guide him, he has to play the game. Luna's basically just already made maps. He just inherited a manual that had half of the maps filled in already.
Cheater.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. I miss stuff like that when you would like buy a secondhand Mega Drive game and someone will have written passwords in the instruction book that you could try out.
Do you even buy secondhand games anymore?
I haven't in a while.
Sounds like it's your fault. You're missing out on all the secrets.
Yeah. But now there aren't manuals in new games, so...
You can still write things and put it in things.
That's
I
true.
found things written in secondhand books.
Well, that's different. They're not cheat codes for the book.
You don't know that.
Alright. Give me an example.
I had opened up one book about like vampires and werewolves or something, and there was just a sticky note inside it that said lycanthropic porphyria, which is like, that's what people assume werewolf and vampire legends came from, like an actual medical condition.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it was spoilers.
Yeah. It's like, you should look into this and then you'll never be afraid of vampires and werewolves ever again.
Do you think that person got that book because they were afraid of vampires and werewolves?
No.
And then they found that out and they were like, I don't need this book anymore. And I'm also going to put this note in it so no one else will.
It looked like some kind of cheap vampire thriller book. I don't think that's why they bought it.
Back to the Green Dragon. He's asking the queen about Takeru and the secret of the jewels. She refuses to answer, so they start undressing her, as seems to just be the response to anything in this world.
Yeah.
And Takeru suddenly lands here. So I guess when it said return to start, it really meant all the way back to the castle, not even... Because I assumed like the start of the floor.
That's what I thought, the start of the tower.
Yeah, but no, all the way back to the castle. No,
he's been conveniently dropped where he's needed.
So Green Dragon summons a green dragon.
What? I didn't see this coming.
This is the most danger Takeru's been in so far.
Yeah.
The dragon almost makes him too hot for a moment.
The dragon is briefly almost maybe a threat.
Did you understand what happened?
Did he push the goddess over on the dragon's neck?
No, I mean before that. He like tricks the dragon somehow, but it didn't make sense to me.
No.
He like calls to it from behind a pillar. And then the dragon, for some reason, looks the wrong way. I don't know.
No. He, like, tries to fake it out. He's like, I'm gonna go save you now, princess. And he's giggling to himself as he goes somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Nah.
I didn't understand. Yeah, he pushes the goddess, the petrified goddess over onto the dragon's head. And the jewels start to glow. And I don't know why.
Yeah. I really thought something was going to come of that, but...
Yeah, me too. But he kills the dragon. It has very splashy green blood.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like a xenomorph, and it's like acid blood.
I just thought it looked like Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
He kills the dragon, and when he turns his attention to the Dragon Knight, the guy just kind of dies and leaves the green jewel behind.
Yeah.
So I guess... if you kill the dragon, you also kill the Dragon Knight, but this is the only one that we see actually summon a dragon, so I don't know if they all do that.
We'll never know.
No. Unless we play the game.
The untranslated game.
And there's a fan translation.
Is there, or are you just saying that?
I think there is. I mean, I saw that in 2023, a fan translation of the second one came out, so I assume that they've already done the first one.
You don't know that.
I don't know that. I just assume everything gets fan translated until I try to find it and get disappointed.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I've definitely found things that hadn't been fan translated before.
Yeah, me too. I wanted to play... There was another game from the creator of Wonder Project J that I really wanted to play, but it's never been fan translated. Can't remember the name of it now. I loved Wonder Project J.
I see some unofficial machine translations.
Oh, good.
Everyone's favorite. But one of them's from 2019.
Well, they'd have to be fairly
Are they
new.
just putting it into Google Translate?
If it's machine translated, it'd have to be pretty new because we haven't had machine translation that long, really. But yes, if it's machine translated, I assume that they did just put it into Google Translate. So anyway, he has the green jewel now. The big guy is still here, but Takeru just hucks the green jewel at him and kills him immediately. And then he unties the queen. He gets slapped for making lewd comments about the queen. And then he heads back into the tower, and he's hungry now.
That doesn't ever get us anywhere.
What?
His hunger.
No. Does he eat? I don't think he even eats when he finds all that food. He just assaults somebody.
Yeah, he walks into the tower and he finds the dragon, and now he's forgotten that he's hungry.
Yeah, so there's like this pig monster dragging away a little pink dragon. He kills the monster immediately, frees the dragon, which starts to follow him. I have no idea who plays the pig monster in Japanese. They weren't credited, but in English it's played by Matt Greenfield, who is mostly known as an ADR director, which is what he also did on this. But he's also done a lot of additional voices. I guess when you're the ADR director, if there's someone who has a voice and you don't have an actor for them, it's easy to just be like, I'll do this one.
Right, you're already there.
Yeah. But he did play Makoto in Evangelion as well. So now this little pink dragon is acting as his guide through the tower, and we see a montage where he kills a bunch of monsters and rescues 2 more girls. Then he takes a rest, and he needs a power boost, so he pulls out the photos he's taken. And we're shown pictures of Anne, Annie, Tina, and Maria, who are all from the game. And these are also, like, fairly accurate recreations of images from the game as well.
That you have saved on your hard drive.
I don't have them saved on my hard drive. I just looked at them. That's how I know. That's how I know this information. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to give you this important tidbit that these are from the game. How would I know if I didn't look at the pornography? How would I know that?
I can't answer that for you.
It's research, Mom.
Get out!
So when the dragon sees the photos, it gets angry, which is the first thing that made me suspect that this dragon was actually Luna.
He thinks that it's just mad because it's a girl dragon upset about him being a sex pest.
Yeah, but spoiler alert, the dragon is Luna.
What?
Yeah, sorry.
I didn't know.
Well, you did know. You knew at this you knew probably before I did.
Why are you still insisting that I've played this game when you're the one with all the files on your computer?
I don't know if this dragon part happens in the game.
What? I mean, oh, true. I guess if she doesn't go into the tower, there's no reason for her to turn into a dragon.
I think she is in the tower at some point, because I think she's the last girl you save at the top of the tower, but I don't think all of this, like, her turn into a dragon stuff happens. I don't think that's from the game.
Gotcha.
So Takeru leans on a wall and falls into it. He's inside a pillar now, where he finds the sword, and the dragon is very excited about it.
What a convenient wall to fall through.
I know. This was such a Deus Ex Machina. Just like, whoops, I leaned on the wrong wall, and now I have the magic sword that's the only thing that can beat the final boss.
Right, it's just kind of back here, and aside from Luna getting pulled into a wall, we don't ever really see the walls before or since.
Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, that's kind of how you had to beat Ganon in the first Zelda game. You had to happen across the unmarked secret room that had the only weapon that could destroy him. So I guess that's accurate to how games were. Maybe this is actually what you had to do in the game. You had to blunder into the right wall and find the sword.
You just have to spend the whole game scraping against walls.
I do that anyway.
Yeah, but not on purpose.
Elsewhere, the Dragon Knight Overlord is having a conversation with what I assumed was called Black Dragon, and I was later proven correct. Yeah, this guy is Black Dragon. He's played by Shigezo Sasaoka, who played Sagat in the Street Fighter II anime movie, and Poporo in Dirty Pair Flash. And he also did various voices in Magical Princess.
Oh my god.
Minky Momo.
You're just trying to curse this production. If you invoke her one more time, then you're gonna wake her up.
We'll just hear a distant truck horn.
Yeah.
In English, Black Dragon is played by Brian Bounds, who voice acted for anime dubs in the 90s, but then switched to live action acting in the 2000s and has done a whole bunch of TV movies and miniseries and shorts.
Good for him.
Yeah. So Black Dragon is concerned because Takeru has already defeated 4 of the Dragon Knights and retrieved 4 of the jewels. We saw one of those happen.
Right.
The leader isn't worried because as a human who only trusts what he can see with his eyes, Takeru will never find the white sword. He's already got the white sword.
Yeah, it's really clunkily written at this point where it feels like they're trying really hard to be like, this is from the video game. How do we put it in our naked booby show?
Yeah, so the pink dragon doesn't know the way up further to the 6th floor, but Takeru smells food and goes towards it. And now we have a big group of monsters all gathered around a table with a huge platter of food, including 2 naked girls. They don't seem to be too interested in the naked girls, though.
No. I mean, I guess that's good for everyone's sake.
Yeah. But the monsters, it took me a second. At first I thought one of the monsters was squeezing one of the girls' boobs. But then the monsters are like, hey, who's doing that? That's uncouth.
Yeah, once I saw the hand, I knew exactly.
I didn't take in the color of it. Yeah, they noticed the hands coming from under the table. It's Takeru. He's under the table. He's
the actual monster at this banquet.
These monsters were my favorites. They're all like winged devil men.
Yeah.
And they're all cool colors and they've all got cool markings all over them. They were the best thing in this show.
They definitely looked like they were a hair metal band in the 80s.
Yeah, one of them had a big star on his eye. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they surround him and they start circling him. And he's like, I can't keep track of them all. They're moving too fast. But then they all get motion sickness from running in a circle and pass out, so it doesn't matter.
Nothing in this show matters.
They're my favorite part. They're the best thing. Them and the leader of the Dragon Knights. I like him as well.
Mm-hmm.
So the pink dragon unties the girls on the platter, who introduce themselves as Laura and Lyra. Laura is played by Akiko Yajima, who we met last week. She was the voice of Chobi in Final Fantasy Unlimited.
That wasn't last week.
Wasn't it?
No, we did Pac-Man.
Oh.
Shadow Labyrinth.
Man, what is time?
A miserable little pile of secrets.
Okay, so 2 weeks ago we met Akiko Yajima in Final Fantasy Unlimited. In English, Laura is played by Elizabeth Stewart, who only ever did this and nothing else.
Nothing else.
Whenever that happens, I just kind of assume that this was one of the staff's girlfriends or something. They were just like, hey, my girlfriend can do this voice.
Somebody who's just there at the time.
Yeah. Lyra is played by Junko Asami, who we've seen twice before, always in adult anime.
Somebody's got to do it.
She played a girl in Rants. I think that might be the girl that he assaulted at the beginning.
Oh, wonderful.
And she played Miho in Dokusei. So yeah, she's just got a lucrative job doing voices for adult smut cartoons, I guess.
I bought you Dokusei, didn't I?
You did, for Christmas, yeah. The game.
Good.
I haven't played it yet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but you saw that I installed it because you sent me a screenshot.
Yeah.
Actually, I had to uninstall it so I could install Windows 11.
That's rude.
So I have to install it again. In English, Lyra is played by Cher McDonald, who played Lake Girl in Sorcerer Hunters, and Piano Girl in Dirty Pair Flash, and Marina in Galaxy Fraulein Yuna Returns, Dawn of the Dark Sisters.
That's my favorite show.
I've never heard of it.
No.
Fraulein? Galaxy Fraulein Yuna Returns, Dawn of the Dark Sisters. I hope it was good.
I hope it was worth it.
So these 2 girls on the platter already know who Takeru is because the monsters were talking about him. And they notice that he already has the white sword, but they tell him that only Luna can unleash the sword's power as the daughter of Strawberry Fields' priest.
Of course.
And as they say this, the camera pans to the dragon. So I'm like, yeah, okay, that's okay. And then the dragon hears Luna's name and starts hopping up and down and pointing at itself. So I was like, okay, all right.
Who could it be? I don't get it.
But the others don't notice. So the girls tell... I keep wanting to call him Rance. The girls tell Takeru that the only way up to the final floor is through the aqueduct, but it's dried up since the goddess was petrified.
I would think that would be more helpful.
Yeah, I don't really understand. We don't see him go up it, so I don't know how it works. Takeru says that he's going to fix things, and he asks the girls if he can fool around with them when he's done, and they seem receptive to it.
At least somebody is.
I mean, we do find out that they all are at the end.
I guess.
Spoilers.
He's immediately upset about it.
Yeah, alright, we'll get to that. So the Black Knight and the Overlord are sharing a drink and laughing about how the human must have given up and left by now. When the human arrives, and the demon men catch up and ask for another shot at him. But the Overlord just kills them all for being idiots.
Really rude. They were the best part of the show.
They were, and it's not their fault that they made themselves sick, and they did come to try and fix it.
I mean, it is kind of their fault.
Well, okay.
It's in the phrase that they made themselves sick.
Yeah, I guess so. So, the Overlord shoots some dark magic at Takeru, but the white sword protects him from it. But the Black Dragon guy says without the priest's daughter, it doesn't matter. And they sword fight for a bit until Luna, as a dragon, attacks Black Dragon, which gives Takeru a chance to just run him through. Straight through.
But not before he realizes what's happening.
Yeah, he sees the pink dragon, and Black Dragon's like, the priest's daughter is here! And tries to...
He says, you can't be alive, which is a sentence.
Well, I'm assuming that the pig guy was taking her off to be killed.
I suppose. Why was she a dragon?
That we will never know. There's no way of knowing why she was a dragon. I feel like she was more of a threat as a dragon than she was as a little girl.
Right.
I shouldn't say little
Especially
girl. She's not a little girl.
Nobody knew who she was.
Anyway, with Black Dragon dead, the pink dragon transforms back into Luna. She's totally naked, and Takeru tells her that she's the prettiest girl he's ever rescued. And she loves to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert, in later games, these two are married.
Well, at least he settled down.
Yeah. In fact, in the last game, you play as their son.
Oh, is he also a sex pest?
I don't know. I didn't look into it. It sounds like... So, I don't know this for sure, but it sounds like he is a lot less of a sex pest in the game than he was in this OVA.
Well, that's good.
Because if they were able... Like, when they brought the game to consoles... If all they had to change was the graphics to make it not an adult game anymore, then I assume that he was a lot less, pesty.
Sex pestual?
Yeah. That's just my assumption, though. Takeru catches the Overlord trying to slip out in my favorite piece of animation in this whole show.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, just the way he was sneaking away, just tiptoeing out. It's really fun.
Like, if this show leaned more into humor than just what it is, it might not be so bad.
Yeah. I do wish... The parts of this show that are funny are really funny, I think. I just wish there was more of it. The Overlord offers to let Takeru join him in exchange for unlimited wine and women.
Honestly surprised he didn't take it.
Well, Luna doesn't really give him the chance to. She kind of steps in and answers for him.
True.
She says that she's already all the women that Takeru can handle. And then she performs some kind of rite to empower the white sword. And the Overlord swears revenge as he disintegrates. I guess he didn't die because it sounds like he's also in the later games. But...
Still partying. Still
trendy.
Still trendy. Always trendy.
So the dark cloud over the tower vanishes and water starts pouring out of it again. And Takeru and Luna ride the water down. And they see all of the women that he rescued down below, all waiting for Takeru and declaring their love for him. And for some reason, Takeru isn't happy about it.
No, I was really confused about it.
Yeah, this whole this whole thing he's been like asking for girls' numbers and asking to meet them afterwards to have some fun.
Groping their boobies.
Yeah, but now they all want him, and he's like, oh man.
It's not fun for him when it's consensual. He's a sex pest.
Oh, I guess that might be the thing, yeah. Oh no.
Or maybe he's just bummed because he didn't get a chance to pledge himself to evil.
You think that's what it is?
And have unlimited wine and women.
Yeah, he's got unlimited women, but what about the wine?
And how unlimited is it?
Yeah. Well, that's the end. Over the end, it plays a song called Shooting Lover, sung by Yuko Mizutani, Luna's voice actor. Here's a bit of it.
Shooting lover, 恋の戦士、あなたの愛を射止めるまで Shooting star この戦い見守ってほしいの
What'd you think of it?
It's whatever.
Yeah, it was fine. It was a cute song.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the show? I feel like you've made it clear throughout.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
It was boring.
It was pretty boring. Yeah. I liked some of the monster designs. I thought they were fun. The parts that were funny, I liked.
Yeah.
The 3 parts that were funny.
I just like that it's old animation style.
Yeah, that's nice. I always like to see these like early 90s anime.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what the 3 parts that I laughed at were. One was the boss's speech, and then the queen being angry about how stupid it was afterwards. One was...
The motion sickness?
Yeah, the demon guys making themselves motion sick and falling down. Oh yeah, and then the boss trying to sneak away at the end. Those are the 3 things I laughed at. Those were good. Just take out those 3 clips and watch those in a compilation.
So that's the show.
That's you've seen all the best parts of the show. I mean,
kinda.
The boobs were okay. I probably got more out of that than you did.
You got something out of bound and kidnapped women's bare boobies?
Well, no, not that part. Yeah, that part ruins it a little bit.
I would think it would ruin it a lot, but
once they've been saved,
I'm not the one that has all those still images saved on my computer.
Once they've been rescued and they're happy and smiling, then I like their boobs.
Then we don't see their boobs half the time.
Half the time.
They've been rescued, but they're not happy and smiling. They're getting assaulted yet again.
No, not all of them. The 2 girls at the end, they were happy about it. When he asked them...
You're going an awful long way to defend your decision here.
When he asked... Well, that's the thing. And that's what they should have done more of, is because those 2 girls at the end, when he asked to fool around with them, they were like, yeah, okay. And if they'd all been like that, we wouldn't have a problem, you know? Japan's weird about consent. Or maybe it's just the 90s that were weird about consent. I don't know. Someone's weird
Why
about
not
consent.
Both?
Yeah. Come to think of it, even in the non-sexual ones, we see some odd consent issues going on in 90s anime, don't we? Got it in Virtua Fighter.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like an anime thing at this point. Like, you always need a little bit of a sex pest.
Akira was not a sex pest, was he? I think he did all those things by accident. Accidentally on purpose, maybe. That was the thing they kept doing in Virtua Fighter. It's like, oops, he tripped and fell and put his hands on her boobs.
It was the era where that humor was a thing.
Yeah.
For some reason.
It sure was a thing.
It sure was.
Should we talk about the dub?
I guess.
So this was released on VHS in 1994 by ADV Films. Same people who did Sonic and the Tekken OVAs and Final Fantasy Unlimited. This was released before any other games were available in English. And as far as I can tell, the only one of the games that ever got released in English was Dragon Knight 3, but that wasn't released until 1995, which was like a year after this.
What a weird choice.
I know. So the acting isn't great, but I like these early anime dubs from before anime voice existed. when
Yeah.
people were just talking normal in an anime dub.
Right.
Man, this is ridiculous. Can't a guy even buy a meal in this burg?
It has some extra gags added. There's one I guess was a joke, but I didn't really get it because I'm not American, so I have no idea what ding dongs and ho hos are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when they catch him in the royal kitchen.
We caught him with a mouthful of ding-dongs.
Stealing food. How very gauche.
Now, wait a second! I was out there yelling yoo-hoo until I was blue in the face! And those were ho-hos, not ding-dongs!
I love ho-hos.
Is that a funny joke? I don't know. I don't know what ding dongs or
Um,
ho hos are.
I wouldn't say it's like laugh out loud, ha-ha funny, but it's like stupid funny.
Okay. You know the part where he like warns them not to put money on him winning?
Mhm.
Instead, in the dub, he asks if the girls in the tower have big boobs.
By the way, will those girls have big boobs too?
And it felt like they were trying to make it funnier, but it's less funny.
Yeah.
It's much less funny. The part where he's untying Sheila with his face in her boobs, in the dub, she's laughing, which does improve the mood somewhat.
No, I know the truth.
Yeah, but you know, the dub makes it feel less non-consensual than the original did.
Yeah, because they looked at the dub and or the sub and they're like, whoa,
Yeah, well,
we gotta do something about this.
they improved the mood there, but they made the mood worse with the next girl. Because you know when the lizard guy, so well, I avoided talking too much about it at the time, but now I have to explain it. The lizard guys, there's two of them, and they're doing things with their tongues to her. One is at crotch level doing things with his tongue. They added new wet sound effects to that,
Oh no.
which made it
no.
much worse. I don't even know if I should play them because
Don't do it.
They're graphic. They're graphic sounds. Anyway, also at the end, when Takeru is talking to Laura and Leira, instead of asking them to fool around after, he asks them to do a photo shoot with him after, which is whatever.
Yeah, it just tells me that they saw some issues with the source material.
Oh, that's the end.
Good.
They made two more of these.
2 more OVAs.
Yeah, I think one based on Dragon Knight 2 and one based on Dragon Knight 4.
What about, why is 3 the only one that got translated and it's not?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. It was fun.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was fine.
I was bored. I didn't want to watch it.
Well, thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for being bored at this boring boredom episode of boredom.
Happy Valentine's Day to our weird freaks, Mark Kelly, Jamie Corrin, Natalie No, and our Club Mesmeron, Eugene Lattig.
Yeah, I guess.
If you'd like to join them, you can go to patreon.com/superbreakfastfriendsclub and do that thing I said, and then we'll say your name.
We'll sully it with our lips.
And also you'll get to listen to our secret Weird Freak episodes.
Weird freak episodes.
Yeah. What else do we call them?
I don't know, Patreon exclusives?
Yeah, for weird freaks.
If you're listening, what's wrong with you?
I'm Skull Pirate Mike, and I'm alive and well.
I don't think that part's true.
Go to twitch.tv/SkullPirateMike and give me what for. Find me on Blue Sky. What about you?
What about me?
Bye! It's fine. It's fine.
What's fine?
The episode's over. It's fine.
It's not fine.
Why?
You keep dragging me back for these boring animes.
Well, you want to pick one next?
All I crave is release.
Is that code for Sonic Underground?
It's never code for Sonic Underground.